We're here at Mesa Oktoberfest to find out what people think about some important questions. Now, we're going to try and get as many questions answered by as many people as possible. So far, we've already talked to quite a few people, and most people actually turn us down. They seem to be very afraid of actually answering questions. But let's see what we can find out. We're here at Oktoberfest in La Mesa, California in 2025. And today we're going to be doing a man on the street, and we're talking about just a bunch of different questions. First question is, what is Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest is sort of a commemoration of German heritage at a certain time of the year where it's perfect to grab that ice-cold glass of beer, or I should say, stein of beer, and have a little party with your friends.
That almost sounds like a commercial. That's pretty good. I have no idea. Do they actually do it in Germany? Do you know?
Absolutely. It's a big deal in Germany. In fact, my dear friend was just there and was posting videos of her in these giant white tents where everybody gets all close and they all have these massive steins of ale and they sing songs together, and it just seems like the most amazing time.
Right on. Right on. Well, so today we're asking questions like, are you happy with the way our country is going, with the general direction of it?
Currently, absolutely yes. In the past, I'd say 4 years, not at all. But I feel like right now we got the right administration, and things are moving in the very right direction.
Okay. Well, what's one thing, if you could change one thing about America, what would it be?
Liberalism.
Change it to more or less?
Way less. Way less, say less.
How about, what does Charlie Kirk's death mean to you?
Honestly, I didn't think it would affect me as much as it has. I followed Charlie fairly substantially. I've seen most of his videos, but usually when somebody in that position, has an untimely death, it affects me for the day, maybe a couple of days. But this, hit me like a ton of bricks, and it was something spiritual about it that made me feel like I need to take a look at myself and really try and be more like he was, because when a man like that gets basically killed for speaking his mind and just trying to be the best person he can be, it just makes me feel like there's a lot of evil out there, and I want to distance myself from that as much as possible.
Right on. So Charlie Kirk was a Christian. Do you think Christians should be speaking up in public more or less?
We got to go harder and harder, because the thing about it is, as soon as you give people an inch, they're just going to take advantage of you. And at this point, we've basically proven that there's some people out there looking to get us. And, I don't want to say push back, because that's not a Christian worldview perspective, but definitely keep preaching, keep spreading the word, and do your best to be a good Christian.
Right on. So do you guys go to church?
Yes.
Right on. Good. Do you think that Charlie Kirk will have a lasting legacy of kind of pushing people more to go back to church and take things serious?
Absolutely. I've seen a revival occurring, not just in my own community and not just online, but people I never expected. My dear friend Chris up in Oregon, couldn't get the guy to go to church with me if I had to before, and he absolutely just, hands down, dove right in, went to my old church that I grew up near, and he's just found himself a spiritual path that I believe he needed very badly in his life, and it's all because, of Charlie.
Right on. So, here's some quick firing questions. Was Jesus a real person?
Yes.
Did he really rise from the dead?
Yes.
Does he justify people by faith?
Yes.
All right. Hey, that's glorious, because that'll get you to heaven. Should men compete in women's sports?
Absolutely not.
Well, I'm disappointed, because I kind of feel like I wasn't good enough to compete against the men, so maybe I'd have a shot. Do you think I should compete in women's sports?
Not at all. In fact, it's actually a dangerous thing to do. We saw this in the Olympics when that male boxer absolutely annihilated that first female he went against. And then they checked back later to find out he was a male, and everybody acted surprised. We could all see it. It happened in the UFC as well. A UFC fighter took on a trans person and she got destroyed within seconds. It's just not a fair matchup. It makes no sense. We need to separate that like it's always been. And we don't want to take away from girls getting scholarships in college and opportunities in professional sports either.
All right, well, that's all I got. Thank you so much, man. You did great. What is Oktoberfest?
German celebration.
What is it?
German celebration.
German celebration. Don't you think the Germans have a little bit of stuff they need to say sorry for? I don't know. Sorry.
They probably do. Absolutely. Yes.
I don't know if you know your history or not.
That's funny.
I wish I made that up.
Right? You caught her off guard. No worries. We're sorry for them.
What's been your favorite thing so far here at Oktoberfest?
The pretzels.
Yeah. The food's the main attraction, it sounds like. That's good resounding.
And the beer. And the
Beer and the food.
costumes. The wiener dogs.
Yeah, we saw some of them racing earlier. Wiener dog races. Next question is, what do you think about the direction of our country? Are you happy with the way it's going?
I love Trump.
How about you? Is there a division between friends?
No. Not at all.
Okay,
Not at all.
so no fight.
No.
So if you could change one thing about America, what would it be?
Give it a new song. Exactly. I agree. Problem solved.
So I hear that he sleeps in a coffin. You might be able to find him there. And then, if we can confirm that, then there might be ways to bring up impeachment articles and contain no scripture or something along those lines. We'll have to see. I mean, he's going to run for president. What would you think if he ran for president?
Not getting my vote. Yeah, he would never get our vote. None of our friends.
None of your friends either.
My
Really?
family. No.
Do you feel like your friendship group is like an echo chamber, or are they just actually reasonable people? Common sense people.
Real businesses.
So you know if you own business.
Very educated guest, but
All right, let me see what other questions, because I'm making them up as I go along right now.
okay.
All right. So did you guys hear about the Charlie Kirk thing?
Yeah, it was terrible. That is so sad.
What did that mean to you all?
Just definitely got some issues.
What do you think about, should Christians be speaking up in public like him, or should they keep their mouths shut in the public square? What do you think about that?
It's freedom of speech. Speak up. Everyone can say what they feel, and they need to more than the mouth and ever. It's very important. Never any conflict. Ever.
How about, okay, here's some rapid fire questions. So Charlie Kirk, he talked about Jesus quite a bit. Do you think Jesus was a real person?
Yes.
Do you think he really rose from the dead?
Yes. Yes.
Do you think he forgives sins?
Yes.
All right.
Otherwise, we don't do much.
All right, next question.
Like thunder.
Next question. Should men compete in women's sports?
No, they need to be separate.
So that's kind of disappointing for me, because I was hoping that maybe I could have a chance. See, I dropped out after high school. I couldn't compete with the men anymore. So I thought maybe if I compete with the women, I might have a chance. Do you think that's a good path for me?
No comprende. No.
That's all I got.
Vámonos.
Thank you, lady. What is Oktoberfest?
For a week.
For a week.
Yeah, like nice German festival where they get around, wear cool outfits, and drink beer.
I have no idea what
I
the
don't know,
actual
bro.
history is.
I have
Yeah.
no clue.
Yeah, that's why I've been asking the question without actually knowing what the answer is.
Google.
I
Google
guess
now.
I could ask Google, but I haven't.
Okay.
Okay, so, and what's been your favorite thing at Oktoberfest so far?
Root beer.
We got this root beer with the $5 refill for the root beer little thing, which is nice because we're driving out of here and we don't want to get plowed, and then so you don't drink and drive. It's a bad thing. So you can still have fun without drinking.
You can charter a helicopter home for what it would cost to get a DUI, probably.
Exactly.
So always wise.
Yes.
Don't drink and drive.
Definitely.
So just asking questions about today, like what are you happy with the direction the country is going right now?
I think that personally the strength has gotten a lot more respectable with our country with this latest president. Do I agree with every single thing he's doing? No, I don't think anyone does, but I think overall the general public is pleased and feels a little bit more like, okay, you know what, we're getting that respect back.
Like, what do you think about this weekend? Pete Hegseth, the director of the Department of War, said about like all the fat people in the military.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He basically said you can't be fat in the military anymore. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, there's obviously you got to meet a certain type of quota, no matter what it is. Whether you're going out to be a sheriff, in the military, you know what I mean. You got to be able to perform your tasks. So there's going to be some limits. If you're 470 pounds and you know what I mean, you're all trying to go as a troop, and you're like, hey, come on, you know what I mean? There's better a chance that your troop is going to get annihilated. So you have to have that physical fitness to be in that type of position.
Well, that's me right now. So
that's me, bro. I'm at like 250.
We got to bump those numbers up. We can get you up to 300, no problem.
Yeah, I will by the end of the day. All right, so we good?
So, if you could change one thing about America, what would it be?
Honey, you want to take that?
I'm new,
And she's fairly new from the Philippines. I would say the best thing to change would get back to like it was in the 60s and 70s, to where a person could afford their own home and not be completely bankrupt or have to, be house poor to live. So do whatever it takes to allow housing to come down so people can still kind of have that American dream, not just focus on $5,000 a month.
It's like more supply. I don't know.
I mean, you're just gonna have to build up, or build out. There's a lot of open land out there.
That would be great. Well, thank you guys so much.
All right, you're welcome.
What is Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest is a community celebration. It's an annual event held in Mesa with awesome vendors and local folks from across the region. Kids and rides for games and rides for kids, It's a great opportunity for folks to come. And it's free, it's the best part.
It's great. It's much bigger this year than it has been in the past. The last several years, it's been like mostly like multi-level marketing and like insurance companies and stuff. It's amazing to see all the vendors are back. What vendor has been your favorite as you've seen here or you've gone to so far?
I think you can't go wrong with the bratwurst that come along, and the pretzels. I think that's the best thing we can do.
And so we're asking about the direction of the country right now today. What do you think about the general direction of the country? Is it good? Is it bad? What does it seem like to you?
There's, I think generally it's bad. I think there's all sorts of good things that are happening too in different parts of the country. We're so big, right? So it's hard to say one thing about the whole thing, but I think generally we can do better.
It's like 360 million people across 3,200 miles, right?
360 million people, 50 states, God knows how many counties, cities, Canada.
Yeah, there's a lot of diversity of thought for sure. And how do you keep it all straight, right?
That's not possible. I think we focus on what we can focus on. I like to focus on local. That's my goal, just to make sure I know what's happening in my backyard and then branch out from there.
Right. How about if there's one thing you could change about America,
what would it be?
Oh man, I don't know if there's much I would change. I think we have an awesome system with a lot of faults. I think we just would have a more active democracy. I wish if there was a way to get everyone to vote, everyone to come to the table, then that's what I would offer. I want to see 360 million minus the youth vote, minus the under 18, and go from there.
And with the recent killing of Charlie Kirk, how did that affect you?
You know, political violence is horrible, and it just makes you seem how often it happens. But I think it also just highlights how much violence there is every day from folks who are not necessarily know. The same day there was a smoke, the next day there was a smoke. And I think, if anything, it highlighted just how violent it can be, and how much these violence can be.
So Charlie Kirk, he's like a Christian in public, and he's got all these, views he's bringing out. Do you think that like Christian views and Bible views should be involved in like politics and things like that at all?
You know, there's a quote from a TV show that said, "Politics and religion, there's no problem. But my problem is politics and government. I don't want anyone to say that because my religion says this, I mean, like government has to do that. So if people want to bring it up in politics, that's their business. I don't tell me.
What is it?
So, one last question would be, do you think that men should be competing in women's sports or no?
Let's go, man. I mean, if there's a place for it, I don't really care. I think most of the time it's not allowed by whatever rules sense it, whatever a governing body sets it.
So you're saying they got a chance?
If they want them to do it, then sure. I don't want to ban a private organization that would allow women to play in a sport that's traditionally held by men. That's not my goal. If a private organization wants to do it, it's their call.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it.